Y'all, Will Smith's former assistant and close friend, Uncle Bilaal, is not done spilling the messy tea on Will and Jada's marriage. And this time, it's worse than we could ever imagine because he is now coming out to reveal that Will loves it when Jada pegs him from behind. If you know what I mean. But that's not all, because he also revealed how Will allegedly puts his hands on Jada and hits her until she is black and blue. Child, the thought of Jada being a DV victim is not something that we've ever thought about, but there's a lot going on here, so let's unpack it. I swear, every time we hear about Jada and Will Smith's marriage, it's just some more insane drama that leaves us with our jaws open. Now, these two have had an questionable relationship for the longest time, and Jada has even admitted that they've been playing in our faces because they've been separated since 2016.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
right,
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
yes,
y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
However, things got really insane last week when Will Smith's former assistant, brother Bilaal, came forward to expose some pretty interesting things about Will. Now, Bilaal was not just Will's assistant, but he was also his friend for more than 40 years, and they were everywhere together. So this is not just some rando on the internet making up some false claim to get some clout and attention on social media. His close friendship with Will is exactly why people believe the things that he has to say, and boy, does he have a lot of tea to spill. Now, it's unclear when exactly his relationship with Will soared, but we know it soared pretty badly because that's the only explanation as to why he would be spilling all of Will's deepest, darkest secrets. He recently sat down for an interview with Tasha K where he revealed that Will Smith has been on the DL for years. This wasn't exactly shocking news because there have been allegations about Will liking men on the DL for years. But the fact that it was one of his closest friends spilling the tea made it even more believable than every other source that we had ever heard from before. Not only did Bilaal expose Will for being on the DL, but he also exposed him for having a gay affair with Dwayne Martin while he was married to Jada.
So 3 minutes later, after them telling me, hey, you got eyes on Will, we need him to come watch this. So I'm running all over the studio. He's not in his dressing room. I go to the cafeteria. I'm like, well, but I see his car there. I'm like, where's this guy at? So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him. Murder. It was murder in there.
Child, it's the audacity of this man to ignore Jada while she was getting dragged for her entanglement. Not only was he cheating on her, but he was also cheating on her with men, which made the whole thing even more insulting to Jada. In the past couple of years, Jada has been painted as the villain in their marriage because people believe that she has been bullying Will, and fans have been begging him to divorce her and move on with his life. But from the things that we know now about the relationship, it looks like the reverse is the case here because from Bilaal's new revelations, not only was Will cheating on Jada, but he was also putting his hands on her. Yep, you heard that right. This is an insane revelation, but before we get into how Will has allegedly been putting hands on Jada, can we talk about Bilaal's allegations of how Will makes Jada peg him? Honestly, if this is true, it's just one big stinking mess. So not only did Bilaal claim that Will had Jada peg him, but they also wanted to engage in a four-way with Diddy and Jennifer Lopez.
With Will and Jada allegedly trying to get Diddy and J-Lo in a foursome.
Mm-hmm.
Diddy gay?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, and I don't want to speculate because it could have been him, Jada, and Will looking. You know, Will thing, Jada thing to Will is the strap on. So I don't know how that would
Jada
go. But
allegedly pegging Will from the back.
Well,
she owned that.
Yeah.
He's her.
And it shows.
Yeah, listen, at this point, Diddy and Will are never beating the DL allegations because every other month, you got someone in their inner circle coming out to expose them or spill some tea. Okay, now to the more concerning allegations of Will allegedly putting paws on Jada. According to Bilaal, Jada had an affair with actor Mark Anthony while they were co-stars on the show Hawthorne. Now, Bilaal didn't exactly give a specific timeline as to when exactly the affair happened, but it probably happened sometime between 2009 and 2011 because that's when the show went on.
The final straw is when Will came home and caught Jada, Mark Anthony on the couch at their home, right? And this devastated Will. And one of the things that Jada has over him, Will lost it and beat the shit out of Jada. I mean, the dog shit out of her. That so bad that they had to make a makeshift hospital in their home so that it couldn't get out to the public. So that pain of Will seeing Jada, Mark Anthony on their couch in their home, right? Because he know they were already on the set. This is fact. He just couldn't take it, and he whipped her so much that she had to get face surgery and everything. If you look at her face.
And according to Bilaal, Will lost his temper, not because Jada was cheating on him, but because she was sleeping with Mark without him. Bilaal claimed that Will gets a type of way when Jada sleeps with other men alone because it makes him feel insecure.
Well, here's the thing. When they're together, Will's comfortable with that. Will's comfortable with someone his wife when he's there. Is when he's not there is the insecurities.
It's crazy to see how explosive Will's temper is, but it kind of explains Jada's comments on the Red Table Talk regarding how Will doesn't satisfy her in the bedroom.
Right. What you need, tell me what you want, and on top of it, I know that I have to be accountable to do the same.
And do you?
I really try.
She did take this back when she tweeted, "Only because I got time today. Stop making up headlines. Watch the Real Table Talk I did with Gwyneth Paltrow for yourselves. Will and I never had an issue in the bedroom. Thank you." The thought of Jada being a victim is just crazy, and it goes against what people think of her in the past couple of years. And I guess that just goes to show that anybody can be a victim regardless of what they appear to the world. And honestly, I do kind of feel bad for Jada because can you imagine being the victim of DV while the whole world looks at you as the villain who hates her husband and beg your husband to get away from you like he's the victim? Yeah, that's pretty messed up. Well, fans feel all type of ways about Bilaal's revelations, and they left comments saying, so he is confirming that old rumor about Jada and Mark and how Will Smith walked in on them. I think he returned home early from filming the movie Men in Black. Supposedly, Will Smith fired his home staff for keeping secrets from him. I remember this story. Bilaal seems shady as heck. He was never Will's friend if he shares all his stuff just because they had a falling out. If he is only mad at Will for not sticking up for him, then why hurt and embarrass the man so badly with this book and going on Tasha K's show? He needs help. And I really feel sorry for Will and Jada's children because I know them kids had to witness some of this mess growing up. This is crazy, but do you guys believe Bilaal's accusations or do you think that he's just making things up for clout? Let me know what your thoughts are on these and then check out this next video.